Hey guys, 𝐏𝐫𝐸 here from Get Fixed. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what to look for when buying a used car. Keep this in mind, you never want to waste the owner's time because they probably had several people test drive the car and never actually purchased it. So unless you plan on actually buying the car, do not waste the owner's time.
Get fixed. Let's get it.
The first thing you should pay attention to is how the car starts up. So when you crank it, does it long crank or does it start right up? So if it long cranks, what may be happening is that the battery's condition is bad. It might be 2-3 years old and it's time for you to change it. So it might be so bad that it's not holding up enough charge in order for it to crank the car right up. Or maybe the alternator's on its way out, which is causing it to seem like it's a battery issue, but in reality, the alternator's not giving the battery enough juice in order for it to crank right up. Number 2, how the car idles when you first start it. Now, when you start the car, pay attention to the idle gauge, the idle needle. It should be idling between 600 and like 850 RPM. That's average. Now, if it's bouncing up and down, then there might be something wrong with the O2 sensor, the mass airflow sensor, the fuel injectors, or the spark plugs. You could pretty much troubleshoot the issue and figure out exactly what the problem is. Number 3, when you put the car in reverse, does it jerk or jolt? If that's happening, then there's something wrong with the transmission. I can't tell you exactly what the problem is. I just know it's a transmission issue. Number 4, how does the car drive in highway conditions? Now, before you get on the highway, I do recommend that you notify the owner that you are going to get on the highway and test drive the car. Here's a few things you're going to be testing when you get on the highway. You're going to be testing acceleration. You're going to be looking for noises, and you're also going to see if there's any type of shaking or vibration when you're on the highway. If you're experiencing vibrations, it could be brakes. It could also be the rotors. Maybe the rotors are warped, or the spark plugs isn't firing at the proper time, which basically means a misfire, which equals shaking. A lot of the minor issues that you don't experience when you're driving 25 to 50 miles an hour, you're going to experience it on the highway going anywhere from 65 to 75 miles an hour. Number 4, does the car have a strong gas smell after test driving it? I recommend you pull into a parking lot, pop open the hood, and see if you smell gas. If you smell the gas and there's either a gas leak, your fuel injectors went bad, so it's like letting the gas sit in the cylinder, or maybe there's a leak in the fuel line. And last but not least, number 6, you want to pop open your hood and inspect the engine compartment. What do you see there? What do you smell? Do you smell gas? Do you smell burning oil? Do you see any type of leak like coolant leak, oil leak, gas leak? And is the battery more than 3 years old? If your battery is old, I recommend you buy a new one and replace it. If you smell gas, then you may not want to buy the car unless you're mechanically savvy and you know how to fix issues like that. If you smell burning oil, there's probably a leak somewhere, an oil leak, and you sure do want to inspect around the engine in order to see where that leak is coming from. In BMWs, the oil filter housing tends to leak a lot, but it is an easy repair. You simply have to change the gasket or the actual oil filter housing. And there you have it, guys. Those are the 6 things that I look for when purchasing a used car. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know what it is down in the comments below. 𝐏𝐫𝐸 here from Get Fixed, and I'm out. Peace.
Let's get it.